Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Krishna Chaitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on July 7th, 2021 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Pangong Langayate Girin Shri Gurum Dinatarinam
Paramanandamadavam
Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram.
Harihi Om Tat Sat.
Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Krishna Chaitanya book. So this chapter is entitled The Various Services Desired by Different Devotees on the Appearance Day of Sri Madhavendra Puri. Under the section The Lord's Attempt to Go to Vrindavan, Chaitanya Bhagavat Antakhanda 4.441.
মাধবেন্দ্র আরাধনা তিথিতে অদ্বৈতের সানন্দে সর্বস্ব নিচ্ছে। মাধবপুরীর আরাধনার দিবসে সবস্ত্র নিক্ষে করে অদ্বৈত হরিষে।
Since then, Advaita Acharya
Since then, Advaita Acharya
joyfully celebrated
joyfully celebrated
Madhavendra Puri's
Madhavendra Puri's
worshipable day
worshipable day
every year.
every year.
The Tithi of Dwadas,
The Tithi,
Govinda Dwadasi,
the Tithi of Mukunda Dwadasi, Govinda Dwadasi,
is mentioned as the disappearance day of Madhavendra Puri.
it's mentioned as the disappearance day of Madhavendra Puri.
For some reason, Bhakti Saraswati is mentioned as the Aradhana Tithi.
For some reason, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur is mentioning it as Aradhana Tithi,
Or worshipful day.
or worshipable day.
What the translation is given appearance day.
But the translation is given as appearance day.
But it seems that it's the disappearance day.
It seems that that is the disappearance day.
That Sri Advaita Acharya was observing.
That Srimad Advaita Acharya was observing. Chaitanya C.B. Antya 4.442.
অদ্বৈতের পূজা উপকরণ সংগ্রহ দৈবে সেই পূর্ণতিথি আসিয়া মিলিলা সন্তোষে অদ্বৈত সহ্য করিতে লাগিলা।
Acharya
By providence, that auspicious day arrived, and Advaita Acharya happily began to prepare and make arrangements for that occasion. C.B. Antya 4.442.
সেই পুণ্যতিথি দিবসে স্বপার্শ্ব শ্রী গৌর সুন্দরের সুখ শ্রী গৌর সুন্দর পারিষদ শনে বড় সুখী হইলেন সেই পুণ্য দিনে।
Lord Sri Gaur Sundar and his associates all felt great happiness on that auspicious day. C.B. Antya 4.444.
আচার্যের পুজো উপকরণ সংগ্রহ এবং চতুর্দিক হইতে ভক্তগণের উপায়ন সহ আগমন ও এক একজনের এক এক প্রকার সেবার ভার গ্রহণ। সেই তিথি পুজিবারে আচার্য গোসাই যত সহ্য করিলেন তার অন্ত নাই।
There was no end to the arrangements made by Advaita Acharya Gosai to celebrate that occasion. CB Antya 4.445.
নানা দিক হইতে সহ্য লাগিল আসিতে, হেন নাহি জানে কে আনয়ে কোন ভিতে।
Ingredients flowed in from all directions. No one knew who brought them and where they came from.
Lord Advaita, simply by his desire,
Lord Advaita, simply by his desire
have a festival
to have a festival
honor Mother Puri.
in honor of Madhavendra Puri,
Many ingredients were brought
many ingredients were brought
for the festival.
for the festival.
Not know what they down, where they came down.
And no one
They
knew,
just arrived.
no one knew who's bringing them, where it came from. It just arrived. CB Antya 4.446.
নরেন্দ্র পুরী প্রতি প্রীতি সবাকার, সবে লইলেন যথাযোগ্য অধিকার।
Sri
Since,
Madhavan
since everyone had love for Sri Madhavendra Puri, they all accepted appropriate responsibilities
and
and
Sevas
sevas
and the services.
and the services.
The devotees, associates of Lord Chaitanya,
These devotees, associates of Lord Chaitanya,
eagerly volunteered for different services.
eagerly volunteered for different services.
No one who didn't get a service.
There was no one who didn't get the service.
Everyone was eager to perform some service
Everyone was eager to perform some service
for Sri Madhavendra Puri.
for Sri Madhavendra Puri. CB Antya 4.447.
সচিমাতাকে মূল করিয়া বৈষ্ণব গৃহিণীগণের রন্ধন সবের ভার গ্রহণ। আই লইলেন যত রন্ধনের ভার, আই বেরি সর্ব বৈষ্ণবের পরিবার।
Mother Sachi took the responsibility of cooking, and the wives of the Vaishnavas agreed to help her.
So all the responsibility for cooking are taken by Sachi.
So all the responsibilities for cooking was taken by Mother Sachi,
All the married ladies
and all the married ladies
of the Vaishnavas,
of the Vaishnavas,
they are helping Mother Sachi
they were helping Mother Sachi
and all the cooking.
in the cooking.
So yeah, all the ladies
So here all the ladies
volunteered for this service.
volunteered for this service. CB Antya 4.448.
নিত্যানন্দের বৈষ্ণব পূজার ভার গ্রহণ। নিত্যানন্দ প্রভুবর সন্তোষ অপার, বৈষ্ণব পূজিতে লইলেন অধিকার।
Lord Nityananda Prabhu
Lord Nityananda Prabhu
unlimitedly satisfied.
was unlimitedly satisfied.
He took the responsibility
He took the responsibility
of worshipping all the Vaishnavas.
of worshipping all the Vaishnavas. CB Antya
Here the service is taken by different personalities.
So here we'll hear the services taken by different personalities in detail. Here we will hear the services taken by different personalities in detail. CB Antya 4.449.
বিভিন্ন ভক্তের বিভিন্ন সেবা প্রাপ্তির অভিলাষ। কেহ বলে আমি সব ঘষিব চন্দন, কেহ বলে মালা আমি করিব গ্রন্থন।
Someone said, I will grind whatever sandalwood paste is required. Another said, I will make flower garlands. C.B. Anthya 4.450.
কেহ বলে জল আনিবারে মোর ভার, কেহ বলে মোর দায় স্থান উপস্কার।
Someone else said, I will bring the water. Another person said, my duty will be to sweep and clean the place. C.B. Anthya 4.451.
কেহ বলে মই যত বৈষ্ণব চরণ, মোর ভার সকল করিব প্রক্ষালন।
Someone said, my responsibility will be to wash the feet of all the Vaishnavas. C.B. Anthya 4.452.
কেহ বান্ধে পতাকা চান্দোয়া কেউ টানে, কেউ ভাণ্ডারে দ্রব্য দেয় কেউ আনে।
Someone prepared plates.
Someone prepared flags.
Someone put up the canopy.
Someone put up the canopy.
Someone gave the ingredients to the storeroom.
Someone gave the ingredients to the
Someone
storeroom,
brought them.
and someone brought them.
Everyone was volunteering for different services.
So everyone was volunteering for different services.
Everyone was eager to render devotional service.
Everyone was eager to render devotional service.
This should be the attitude of devotees
This should be the attitude of devotees,
to take up different services,
to take up different services,
serve the deities,
to serve the deities,
serve the Vaishnavas,
to serve the Vaishnavas,
greet the Vaishnavas.
to greet the Vaishnavas.
They'll come to the temple for Sunday feast.
When they come to the temple for Sunday feast, when
We
they,
greet them,
we greet them,
we give them sandalwood paste.
we give them sandalwood paste.
We have some flowers, we give them garlands.
So when we have the flowers, we give them the garlands.
Anyway, sweet words,
Anyway, sweet words,
welcome them.
and welcome them.
So I kiss someone cleans the temple, someone cleans after the prasad feast.
So like this, so many things in the temple. Someone cleans after the first prasadam is finished. C.B. Anthya 4.453.
কতজনে লাগিলা করিতে সংকীর্তন, আনন্দে করেন নৃত্য আর কতজন।
Some devotees
Some devotees
began chanting
began chanting
Sankirtan,
Sankirtan,
holy name of the Lord.
the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord.
And some started dancing
And some were dancing
in ecstasy.
in ecstasy. C.B. Anthya 4.454.
আর কতজন হরি বলয়ে কীর্তনে, শঙ্খ ঘণ্টা বাজায়েন আর কত জনে।
Some of the devotees chanted the names
Hari,
of Hari,
Haribo,
Haribo
in the kirtan.
in the kirtan,
Others
while others
blew conch shells
blew conch
and some rang bells.
conch shells and some rang bells. C.B. Anthya 4.455.
কতজন করে তিথি পূজিবার কার্য, কেউ বা হইল তিথি পূজার আচার্য।
Someone hears and preparing the ingredients
Some engage in preparing the ingredients
for the holy Tithi
for the holy Tithi worship, while someone took the role
as the head priest,
as the head priest,
Pujari,
Pujari,
worshipping the sacred day,
for worshipping
sacred Tithi.
on the sacred Tithi. Being absorbed in the mellows of transcendental happiness, all the devotees engaged in various activities according to their desires. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. The various devotees began to display their skills in the worship of Sri Madhavendra Puri during the grand festival of Advaita Acharya and Gaura's meeting. Lord Gaura's meeting. If those who pass their days relishing palatable foods and displaying laziness for the service of the Supreme Lord, rather than accepting the responsibility of serving during the present artificial festivals, read this portion of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, they will understand that Lord Gaurasundar, Lord Nityananda, and Lord Advaita Prabhu's festival is not meant for sense gratification like the ordinary festivals, like of the Karmis. Sri Gaudiya Matha does not encourage such non-Vaishnava festivals. The grand festivals of the Gaudiya Matha are always celebrated by enthusiastic devotees with life. But ignorant persons say that the festival organizers with life must save money for lifeless sacrifices to be performed after their death. When those claiming to be Gaudiya Matha preachers desire to enjoy accumulated wealth and begin endeavoring like karmis attached to material enjoyment, they better start saving money now to satisfy that desire. The Gaudiya Matha devotees with life are not accumulators of such lifeless wealth. They say that when preachers become lifeless and entrust the responsibility of preaching to hired preachers, then if the hired preachers accumulate excess wealth, they become enjoyers rather than servants. Therefore, they are not prepared to accept the karmis or jnanis' ambition, which lead one to hell.
In the modern day,
there are various mundane festivals
like New Year's Eve
and
such festivals for people.
In such festivals for people
Drink and dance.
And in such festivals people drink and dance.
And they think they are very happy.
And they think that they are very happy.
But they are enjoying sense gratification.
But they are enjoying sense gratification.
Here the devotees are participating in Lord Advaita's festival.
Here devotees are participating in Lord Advaita's festival. For Sri Madhavendra Puri's sacred Tithi. And there is no intoxication. And there is no distraction. But everyone is happy. Everyone is somewhat dancing. Someone was singing.
This is a very successful festival.
So this is a very successful festival for this transcendental.
That's what our previous acharyas are promoting.
And that's what our previous acharya were promoting, for it is transcendental.
এই মতো পরানন্দ রস ভক্ত গান সবে করেন কার্য যার যেন মন।
Again, the translation for C.D. Antya 4.456. Being absorbed in the mellows of transcendental happiness, all the devotees engaged in various activities according to their desires. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antya Khanda 4.457.
চতুর্দিকে মহোৎসবে হরিধ্বনিময় কোলাহল, খাও পিও লেও দেও আর হরির ধ্বনি, ইহা বই চতুর্দিকে আর নাই শুনি।
Nothing could be heard in the four directions
Nothing could be heard in the four directions
other than the chanting
other than
of the
the
name of Hari
chanting of the name of Hari
and a loud vibration of Vivo.
and the loud vibration of Hari Bol
And the request
and the request
for everyone
for everyone
to eat prasadam,
to eat prasadam,
drink refreshments,
drink refreshments,
take prasadam,
take prasadam
and give prasadam.
and give prasadam. C.B. Antya 4.458.
শঙ্খ ঘণ্টা মৃদঙ্গ মন্দিরা করতাল, সংকীর্তন সঙ্গে ধ্বনি বাজয়ে বিশাল।
Sound of the Sankirtan chanting,
The sound of the Sankirtan chanting,
accompanied by console bells,
accompanied by conch shells, bells, mridangas,
wampers,
wampers,
kartals,
and kartals,
was tumultuous.
C.B. Antya 4.459.
পরানন্দে কাহারো নাহিক বাহ্য জ্ঞান, অদ্বৈত ভবন হইল শ্রী বৈকুণ্ঠ ধাম।
In their,
Without despite experience,
in their transcendental ecstasy, no one experienced external consciousness. The house of Advaita, Lord Advaita Acharya, thus transformed into the abode of Vaikuntha,
the Dham.
the abode of Vaikuntha Dhama.
So everyone was, all the horizons, this sound of the congregational chanting
So the loud
of Hare
vibration,
Krishna,
so the loud vibration of the chanting of Hare Krishna,
Hare Bol,
Hari Bol,
filled the air.
filled the air.
The sound of the musical instruments,
The sound of the musical instruments,
like
loud vibrations,
gangas, kartals,
like mridangas, kartals,
wampers,
wampers,
bells,
bells,
conch shells blowing,
conch shells blowing,
filled the air.
filled the air.
The sound was totally transcendental.
The sound was totally transcendental.
And the bliss of the devotees was
The bliss of the devotees was
also transcendental.
also transcendental.
I thought that, always thought, Lord Chaitanya went out. Then I not fell out on Hare they came back.
I always thought that Lord Chaitanya went to Kanai Nachala, Ramkeli, then he came back.
On the way back,
And on the way back, on the Govinda Dwadasi,
ascertained.
that needs to be ascertained.
Some people
Because in Shantipur,
observant on the doves.
there was the observance on Govinda Dwadasi.
That's his disappearance.
That is his disappearance day. Thus ends the chapter entitled The Various Services Desired by Different Devotees on the Appearance Day of Sri Madhavendra Puri on the Aradhana Tithi of Sri Madhavendra Puri under the section The Lord's Attempt to Go to Vrindavan.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.